and I'll guide you through this rhythm. We'll just jump right in. So you can do any counts, but for our practice today, let's do 5 counts in, hold for 5, and release for 7. You may listen to my voice and just consciously focus on your breath and your rhythm. So 5 counts in. So breathe in deeply through the nostrils. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then slowly out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In through 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to keep going in this rhythm. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that was pretty easy, right? If you found in just dipping your toes in that your mind was racing, it's okay. You can just acknowledge that maybe a thought or a to-do, one of Vinny's to-dos might have popped up in your mind, but it's okay. As long as you follow this pattern and you focus on it, after a few rounds, maybe 30 seconds, you'll notice that your body will actually start to pick this rhythm up. You won't have to consciously think about it. Then what we'll be able to do after you consciously gain this momentum is we'll be able to add visualization so that you can really picture in your mind a journey that we can share together. So for now, I invite you to keep practicing this rhythm, and later on we can revisit this and end our practice with a very powerful grounding meditation. So for now, keep breathing consciously like this throughout the class, and we'll come back and really give you a ritual practice that you can apply today and keep going and add it to your weekly ritual practices and share it with your family and friends.
Thank you so much.
Vera, I think you're still on mute.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so now we're going to go into the presentation because I got it up and loaded, and I'm super excited about that because I had to update my Mac. So let's celebrate that for a minute. All right. Actually, Victoria, can you share it on your Mac? That would be very helpful.
Yes.
There we go. Looks beautiful.
Okay. So Vera, do you want to take the lead, or shall we both touch on the agenda?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, so in the beginning, as everyone was joining, we kind of asked a few questions about your background with meditation, but we want to just take a moment to touch on mindfulness because that's a very, very key part. And I'll actually share an excerpt from one of my favorite books, and it's from Thich Nhat Hanh. He's a Vietnamese monk. And after this, We've already touched on our breath work, the conscious breathing exercise. Keep trying to practice this as we go along the class. Focus on that breath and that rhythm, and we'll come back and we'll add to it. And of course, we want to touch on the amazing essential oils that you can definitely apply to your ritual practice. We're very excited to share our favorites. And then last but not least, we'll leave you with just the invitation to keep practicing some of the techniques that we shared today. Ask Vera and I any questions. And if you've fallen in love with some of the oils that we recommend, definitely share them with your family and friends. Okay, so just opening this up really quickly, how do you define mindfulness? What is mindfulness to you? Does anyone want to take a stab?
I think a good, if they also want to just put it in the chat, what mindfulness is to them, if they don't want to like unmute themselves and do all that. Yeah, what does mindfulness mean to you? Because I think it's a good, conversation piece in general. It can mean a lot to many people. So what does that mean to you?
Being aware in the present moment.
Being aware in the present moment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Feel free to chime in. Yeah, being aware and understanding others. Being aware and understanding others. Mm-hmm. I would say for me, not being distracted. I'm a very distracted person. A lot of times I'm a mom of two and I run a business and I'm undergoing like breast cancer treatment. So I can get really distracted and I'm not very like focused in the moment. And then I can be like eating and not even aware of like the taste of the food because I'm just like shoveling it in my mouth. So the action of just being consciously aware in the moment of the eating and the actual actions of walking or mindfully looking at the tree and being aware of the colors, that to me is like my, where I can practice mindfulness more.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And feel free, everyone, to chime in the comments.
Ivana said, being aware of your body and your thoughts. And Vinny said, being aware and understanding others, which is beautiful.
That's also beautiful. So just to echo that, I would actually define mindfulness as being in the present moment. So whatever it is you're doing, if that's washing dishes, to really be in that moment and express gratitude for the fact that you've got dishes to wash. You have water that's running on command from a faucet. I'm sure you have dish soap. All of these, don't take them for granted. And when you are practicing living in the present moment and really embracing all of that, you attract more of it. So I define mindfulness as putting your everything into the moment and just being there with whatever it is that you're doing. And now to share an excerpt on mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh. Just want to read directly because I want you to feel his energy and how he defines mindfulness. Mindfulness is the miracle by which we master and restore ourselves. Consider, for example, a magician who cuts his body into many parts and places each part in a different region. Hands in the south, arms in the east, legs in the north, and then by some miraculous power lets forth a cry which reassembles whole every part of his body. Mindfulness is like that. It is a miracle which can call back in a flash our dispersed mind and restore it to wholeness so that we can live each minute of life. So, on that note, we have touched on the breath work and the breathing rhythm. I want to also just elaborate the importance behind that rhythm. Because when you're breathing in the counts 5, 5, and when your exhale is longer. In short, you're actually shifting your body into its healing state, which then allows you to consciously put your attention on the different parts of your body that might need healing, that might need love. And depending on what it is you might need in the moment, there's a great meditation that can support any of those goals. So keep focusing on the breathing. And now to touch on some oils. Vera, do you want to touch on any of these?
Oh, I'd love to touch all of them. I feel like you're so zen and I'm like the clown. It's like, I feel like this class should be titled Zen and the Clown or something like that. Anyway, so my background is I am an essential oil educator and also a yoga teacher. And the reason why I love meditation so much is because it completely like just altered my life. I started meditating 16 years ago. I was bulimic. I was on antidepressants. I like definitely was probably suicidal at that point. And I joined a 12-step program for addiction, primarily food addiction because I couldn't stop eating addictively. And embedded in the 12-step program was 30 minutes of meditation every day, to have that discipline. And I did it, I got support and I had all my, other people who were supporting me were doing it too. So I think that power of community is powerful. I feel like sometimes it is hard to like set up a practice on your own. And then from there, I started exploring other forms of meditation like Shambhala, Zen meditation. I've done meditation retreats. So it's been 16 years and a lot of exploration, but I always come back to the primary, just like sitting for 30 minutes every morning is my discipline. And that is the greatest ride of your life. Just sitting with yourself, sitting with your crazy monkey mind, sitting with all that comes up. Okay, so why essential oils? So when I started integrating essential oils into my practice several years ago, I found that I could have a different level of depth with my meditation because it allowed me to focus more on the breath. And of course, I was inhaling oils or inhaling the plant, which would support my the quality of my meditation, the quality of my mind. So I'm just going to share about a few oils that have really helped me. And the quality of the oil is really important. doTERRA happens to be the best, and it's scientifically proven for its purity. And that's really important when you are putting it on your body and when you are putting it on your face, or even if you're taking it internally, you want to make sure you have the highest quality, high energy, high vibe, because that's what we're doing when we're meditating. We're creating high vibe energy and we're getting at this deeper level of intuition and awareness. So lavender is very basic, right? Everyone knows about lavender, everybody and their dog and their mom. Lavender is just one of those oils you can diffuse while you're meditating. You can rub on your palms. You can put on the bottoms of your feet. You can put on the back of your neck. You can put on your third eye center. You can put on your crown chakra. So it's generally, the whole idea is to calm the monkey mind. And lavender is one of those ways to just calm the mind. It's also fabulous support if you're having any problems going to bed at night. Meditating before you go to bed, even 5-10 minutes really helps with just transitioning into sleep if you're having a very active mind and you're having trouble sleeping. Lavender is extremely important and powerful to help with that transition. Okay, the next oil that we are going to talk about is frankincense. And feel free to ask questions in the comment. I'm someone who just can kind of go quickly and kind of go over stuff really quickly. But if you want to pause at any time and ask me a question, I'm aware of the chat. Frankincense is the king of oils. Okay, so remember, if anybody asks you what's the king of oils, your first response is frankincense. Frankincense is what has been used in religious practices for thousands of years. And it's used in, Judaism and Christianity and biblical, references. This is not anything new. So religion and obviously spirituality and meditation are not necessarily one and the same, However, it has led people to greater depth of connection with their higher power for thousands of years. So it's no shocker that it would be one of the main oils in the meditation practice. So for instance, my frankincense right here, this frankincense is edible, and I will put it on the roof of my mouth. I know this sounds a little cuckoo, but it's something that when you put it on the roof of your mouth, and remember, this is certified pure therapeutic grade, so you can take it internally. I'll just put it like right there. It actually can connect with your mucous membrane and actually connect with your cells in your head more effectively when you put it on the roof of your mouth. Also on the bottom of your lower part of your tongue, underneath your tongue, you can put 3 drops, and that helps with anxiety, depression, especially anxiousness. So when I find that when people start meditating, and a lot of you guys are already seasoned meditators, but some of you are new, that sitting with yourself can be very uncomfortable. And frankincense just helps calm the mind, calm the body, calm the spirit. Another way, if you have frankincense, putting it on your third eye chakra and the crown chakra, because these are where you want to, when you're meditating, focus on your third eye. It can kind of take you away from focusing on the mind. I know you kind of see this little part, like close your eyes right now, everyone, close your eyes and just see the third eye. See that third eye, because it's so powerful. It's in so many practices in Eastern medicine. The third eye chakra is that place of intuition and clairvoyance, and you can see it when you close your eyes. You can target in on that third eye, and that's a great place to go in your meditation practice. And the frankincense just enhances the third eye chakra. It's very powerful. And of course, the crown chakra, which is your connection to the divine energy of the universe, applying the frankincense right there, the back of the neck. And of course, just inhaling it just calms the mind, calms the spirit, right? Last oil here that I'll talk about is peppermint. So oftentimes people feel kind of sluggish and tired when they start their meditation practice, and it can energize you by doing breath work like breath of fire, other pranayama work. The peppermint is very good for opening up your chest. And if you even have, like Victoria, if you have your peppermint in front of you, and I know that some other people, Suzanne might have their peppermint, but just put a little bit on your hands, and then just make a little, like, I guess you'd call a little like a ball with your hands, and then you just put it on top of your palm, and then inhale right before your meditation practice and hold it, and then exhale. So that just opens up your chest. And what are we doing when we're meditating? We're breathing, right? So that is another one to support the breathing experience. And then it just, of course, opens up your eyes, and you're just like, get a shot of energy. And I'm not someone who drinks coffee, but peppermint is like my coffee equivalent. So it's so those are a couple oils right there. Okay, Victoria, do you want to?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So we are ready to pick up our breath work exercise and step into a 10-minute grounding meditation. Vera, are you ready to dive into this? Good time?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I actually do have peppermint with me, and I am going to be using this for this 10-minute grounding meditation, exactly how Vera had just suggested. I'm just going to put 2 drops in the palm of my hand, make a fist like so, and take a deep breath. Wherever you are, though, find a way to get comfortable. There is no right or wrong way to sit or meditate. You don't need to put your hands in a particular way. Energy flows in all directions.
Victoria,
So as long as
will you stop sharing your screen so we can just see your face?
yes.
Your beautiful face. Okay. And I know I need this meditation right now, and I need your voice in my life. I need your voice like in my bed all the time. Okay, so yeah.
Okay. So again, as a reminder, energy flows in all directions. The most important thing is that you're comfortable. So wherever you are, I invite you to close your eyes and either sit or lie down and just start to breathe. Take a deep inhalation and carry that through your nostrils. Deep, 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 deep down to the pit of your stomach, and feel your stomach rise. And keep taking that breath in so that it expands your lungs. Hold that breath and slowly release. In your mind, keep the counts of 5, 5, and 7. And we'll keep this in practice a few more times before we add the visualization. Let's just breathe. I imagine everyone is inside. So if you can, with your mind's eye, visualize your feet barefoot on the ground and keep breathing. As you start to breathe, you notice beneath the balls of your feet, thick roots seem to be growing and extending itself down your floors to the gravel, the cement, and the rock. And these roots keep growing and growing and flowing deeper into the earth with each breath in. And then you start to notice that these thick branches, they grow and grow and branch out into smaller roots. And with each breath, branch out to smaller roots and smaller roots and smaller roots. Until eventually it reaches Mother Earth's core. And then you start to notice as your thick roots connect to our Mother's core that she starts to send a green emerald frequency up through the small ends of your root. And as you breathe, you carry this green emerald frequency higher and higher as it dances up and up your roots until it reaches the two thick roots under the balls of your feet. And with the next breath in, you start to breathe this frequency in through your ankles, all the way to the tips of your toes, up your calf, past your knees, up your thighs, past your hips, your groin, your pelvis, your stomach, And with each breath, it keeps dancing up past your stomach, your small and large intestines, all your key internal organs. Keep breathing this frequency in. It is intelligent and from the earth. Allow it to heal you. And keep breathing. You may notice that this green emerald frequency stays around the center of your heart for a moment, and it dances around your heart chakra, playfully inviting you to open your heart. And then you start to visualize a lotus in the center of your heart, and can visualize it opening, blooming like a flower. I invite you to visualize this lotus flower blooming brightly in the center of your heart. Consciously open it and feel its loving embrace. After this frequency dances around your heart, it continues to flow up your neck to your shoulders, and then it cascades down your arms, to your elbows, to your forearms, to your wrists, to every single tip of your fingers. Breathe this frequency in and allow yourself to be here in this moment, to embrace this healing. Then this green emerald frequency moves back up your arms, towards your shoulders, and up along your neck. And then it dances and cascades over your face. And it merges into your left and right brain. And it oozes through every single sliver and inch of your body. Keep breathing this frequency in until the top of your crown is filled with this green emerald frequency, and it cascades down to the tips of your toes. Keep breathing until your vessel is filled up, and after it's filled, in your mind's eye, say thank you. As you continue to breathe, you start to notice your feet. They feel like they're sinking. The soil at the bottoms of your feet seem to be sinking, and your ankles seem to be lowering themselves deeper into the soil, slowly but surely, until you begin to notice that your legs are sturdy, firm, and planted within the soil right below your knees. Keep breathing in this frequency. Breathe it in and feel how firm, grounded, secure, and planted you are. You're connecting to the sensation of what it's like to be a tree. And just be. Allow yourself this space and this time. Be here and embrace this healing. Isn't it nice to be like a tree with nowhere to be but just here, taking in the sounds of the forest around you, recognizing the reflections of yourself in the animals, the rabbits, the butterflies, the birds. They're all you, dancing and enjoying life in their unique forms as beings of light, disguised as beings that we share this beautiful planet with. Really take in this time and this moment and keep breathing in this frequency. Now, with the next breath, you begin to notice that your legs are slowly rising up and out of the soil. Slowly but surely, you notice the soil coming down your calves to your ankles and slowly meeting you at the bottom of your feet. You thank the ground in connection to the Mother Earth by wiggling your toes and embracing the sensation of what it is to feel and touch and smell what it's like to be in the present moment. Keep breathing and remember that the present moment is all there is. Take in and claim the energies of groundedness, security, safety, comfort. For these are the energies that Mother Earth has poured into your being. These are the energies that you're breathing in to your vessel and filling yourself up with. Any time that you feel anxious, worried, if you feel stress from life or the day-to-day, I invite you to come back to your breath. I invite you to create 10 minutes and just be as a tree in stillness and remain in this energy for as long as you need, with no judgment, with no rush, just pure patience, just like a tree. And on the count from 5 to 0, you may open your eyes or you may still remain in this energy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Open your eyes and come back to this space. How was that experience, everyone? I'm seeing your faces and I can pick up on the energy. Everyone seems very zen.
I definitely feel like we need more of this in our lives. So we need to make an album of just meditations. And I think all of us would probably listen to it, because your voice is so calming,
Thank you.
Yeah.
So on the roadmap, I mean, a chakra one where everyone can tune in whenever you need a little pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Short and sweet, because we've all got busy lives, but honestly, if you can create that just 10 to 15 minutes for yourself, you'll feel the benefit of it all day.
Thank you. So yeah, thank you guys. I realized that we really did not talk incredibly amount, an incredible amount about oils, which maybe is something that we all needed today. However, that is really my specialty. So if any of you guys wanted to talk offline about the specific oils, and we talked only about a couple here, but there are some other ones, like there's one called Balance, which is the root chakra oils that you would put on the bottoms of your feet before meditation, and grounding. And then there's also Peace, which I think you know about, Suzanne. You know about, which ones are your favorite, Suzanne, when it comes to meditation and oil?
I like the Balance. Balance one's a favorite in general.
Yeah. Balance, Serenity oil, and then there's one called Adaptive, which is so super powerful, and that's the calming blend.
I love that one.
I use a combo of different ones because some days I'm feeling more, like I need balance, and some days I feel like I need more serenity or more adaptive or more frankincense. So you become like a connoisseur. Like you would drink nice wine, you would learn like, okay, this is the smell of what I need right now, or how I can support my clients or my students, which I'm always helping other, yoga teachers and stuff, work within their own businesses around that. So, but we're going to do this again. This was our first time collaborating in this way. And I think just more Victoria's voice and meditations in the world is just a happier place for everyone, right? And so, yeah, I'll stop right now unless there's